No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here, this door is open to you. Is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
And sing with us, this door is open to you. No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the bliss out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door, this door is open to you.
Please be seated. This door is open to you. Not just the physical door inside this space, but the door into your heart. The door into your soul, the door of the truth of who you are, your true self, the self that you have come here on this plane to be. That door is open, regardless of feelings of lack or limitation. That door, this door, is open. And in that awareness, we claim this as the truth by saying, amen.
Good morning again, Unity of Melbourne. And we welcome everyone who's here in the sanctuary and those online. And is there anyone new today? Yes. Great. Wonderful. Well, welcome. We hope. No, we don't hope. We know you're going to have a great time today. And did anyone give you a little thing? Okay, great. So we also welcome, as I said, we welcome everyone online. And anyone who has a Facebook account, we do invite you to check in, even though we usually turn our phones off, which I hope I did. If you do choose to do that, and you put a like by that, or if you're online, you can do it that way too. If you're online through YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and leave us a comment, because we always appreciate that. Okay, so we have this wonderful postcard out in the foyer, and it's a really lovely thing because it has on it the why and the what of why we're here. And we always do like to say this affirmation right at the top. Would you say this together with me? We love and accept ourselves and others. We feel. Someday I'm going to read the bottom part. Okay. I mean, out loud. Of course, I've always read it. And for those online, you can, if you'd like a copy of that, you put that in the chat box, and we'll get you one. And I believe we have some children. Do we have children here today? Okay. So the children's program today is celebrating Father's Day. We celebrate our fathers and other caregiving men in our lives. And now, as we traditionally do, we'll say together the children's blessing. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ you are. Which brings us then to the daily word. I don't know, I subscribe to that, and I have it at home. I like to read it at night. For some reason, I never got the June one. I don't know why, but anyway, I've got the one for July. Anyway, so today's blessing is, today's word is Father's blessing. I bless my Father with loving thoughts of gratitude. I'm going to read the text for this, and at the end ask you to say that with me. I think that might be mine, so that's terrible. Okay. Today I bless my Father and the father figures I have known with thoughts of love and appreciation. The man I call Father may or may not be related to me, but he has touched my life with love. I give thanks for those fatherly figures who selflessly gave their time and love to help me grow into the person I am today. Their demonstration of patience showed me how to give others space and time. Their humor and lightheartedness taught me to not take myself too seriously. Their guidance and trust encouraged me to be independent and trust myself. I would not be the person I am today without the lessons of love and wisdom shared by my Father. In so many ways, he gave me a strong foundation on which I built my life. I'm grateful and blessed with all he has given me. And from Matthew 15:4, honor your father, and then we will say together, I bless my father with loving thoughts of gratitude. And now Juan will come up and share this in Spanish.
Saludos. Feliz Día de los Padres. De nada. Happy Father's Day. La expresión diaria de hoy es: bendigo a mi Padre con pensamientos de amor y gratitud. Hoy bendigo a mi Padre y a las figuras paternas que he conocido con pensamientos de amor y gratitud. Mi padre puede estar o no relacionado biológicamente conmigo, pero ha llenado mi vida de amor. Doy gracias por las figuras paternas que desinteresadamente dieron su tiempo y amor para ayudarme a convertirme en la persona que soy. Sus demostraciones de paciencia me enseñaron a dar espacio y tiempo a los demás. Su humor y ligereza me enseñaron a no tomarme a mí mismo tan en serio. Su guía y confianza me alentaron a confiar en mí mismo. No sería la persona que soy hoy sin las lecciones de amor y sabiduría compartidas por mi padre. En muchos sentidos, me brindó una base sólida sobre la cual construí mi vida. Estoy tan agradecido por todo lo que Él me ha dado. Mateo capítulo 14, versículo 4 dice: honra a tu padre. Amén.
Thank you, Juan. Before we go into our time of meditation, I wanted to mention that Reverend Vernell gave a talk last week about honoring LGBTQ plus community. And there were some questions about what she meant by some of that talk. I spoke with Reverend Vernell yesterday at length about it, and what has been agreed is that when she's back on July the 3rd, if anyone wants to meet with her one-on-one, she's willing to do that when she's here on Wednesday after 10:30 on Wednesday. For those that cannot join her on that Wednesday, immediately following the service on Sunday, July the 7th, Reverend Vernell the board will actually be hosting a listening circle immediately after the service on July the 7th to either express concerns or questions with Reverend Vernell. So we wanted to go ahead and just make that announcement now that the listening circle will be available with Reverend Vernell. For those who have questions or concerns that don't want to express those for whatever reason, uncomfortability or things, you can email me, randy@unityofmelbourne.com, and I will share those comments with her in that listening circle. Anonymously, absolutely anonymously. Thank you for mentioning that. Just so that there's no confrontation and we can get an understanding and there's a dialogue. That's one of the things about unity, there is dialogue. It's not pushed one way, a dialogue. So thank you for your indulgence, and now our musicians will prepare ourselves for meditation.
In the
have this special time of meditation, I invite you to let go of anything that's in your laps or anything you're holding on to that doesn't fit for you right now, whether it's a physical thing or an emotional one. And just really allow yourselves to, if you're comfortable, also to close your eyes. And just allow yourself to have this special time of quiet, of looking inwardly, and to honor also within yourself, whether you are a father, certainly you or had a father, or are married to a wonderful father, just to kind of bring that fatherly comfort within yourself. And if for some reason that's not a comfortable place for you to go, that's fine too. Letting yourself just as ever feel a nurturance within yourself. And for just a moment now, I'd like you to focus on a rosebud right in the center of your chest. And I don't know what color that rosebud might be. I don't know if it might be pink or red or yellow or white, even a combination of colors. But as you focus on that rosebud, imagine now that the sun is shining right onto your rosebud, and as that happens, the rose begins to open, petal by petal by petal, until it opens into a fully blossoming, blooming rose. And as you continue just feeling that sense of comfort and feeling again a connection with one another and those you connect with in other places, feeling also connection if your fathers are no longer here on earth, they are still here, so feel that connection with them. And just let yourself have this special time. And for the next little while, I'm not going to speak. You can just meditate internally with yourself. So just knowing you can carry the special time, the special connection that you have with yourself, with God, and one another throughout the week. And so it is.
Our Father, 20 feet down the road is all I can see. But it's all that I need with 10,000 miles to go. 'Cause I know the light that's burning inside of me. Within there's a mother. Within there's a father. Within there's a love. Within, you know you reap what you sow. And so I believe with one little seed, bigger, better, beautiful grows. 'Cause I've seen the faithful have all they'll ever need. Within there's a mother. Within there's a father. Within there's a love. Within. Oh, I should know. There's a magnet that's pulling my life. When it's 50 below, and all I can see is hunger and need, and my eyes won't cry in the cold. I remember the fire burning inside of me. Within there's a mother. Within there's a father. Within there's a love. Within there's a mother. Within there's a father. Within there's a love. Within, you know it's always within. Come on and look within. Within.
I had to make sure that I had a plastic water bottle this morning. We were talking about glass shattering when she hits that note. Plastic is a good thing sometimes. Good morning and happy Father's Day. And thank you very much. I am casual today. Normally, I am up here in a suit. It's Father's Day. That's my reasoning. And I'm actually darting immediately out of here following the service. Shout out to my son, who is a father, who's watching in Kissimmee right now. I'm affirming. And my two granddaughters, Mackenzie and Madison. And I am headed over there to spend Father's Day with them this afternoon. So you will not see me out in hospitality, and thank you. And my daughter-in-law's father is also there as well. So that's why I'm in. My wife wouldn't let me wear shorts, so I have to change somewhere. But anyway, thank you so much. A couple of weeks ago, when I gave the last talk, it was entitled, Help Me Understand God. And in that talk, I mentioned that unity is one of the hardest denominations, theology, principles, concepts that there is, because it actually, if you want to think about changing within, you don't have to, but it's difficult from the perspective of if you want to change your thinking. The opportunity is there. There's no judgment. There's no right or wrong. We offer an alternative way of thinking. That's why we look at the Bible metaphysically. We don't take the Bible literally. And today's talk is called Within Out. Within Out, which is why the music team did the song Within today. One of the most prominent Unity authors and speakers, Eric Butterworth, writes about living from within out when he says, "We've embarked on an adventure into the inner world of mind and spirit. It could be the most important journey in consciousness that you've ever taken. It's inspiring. It's challenging. And some may even find it disturbing. And along this journey, you may want to turn back. For your existing views may be challenged, and the world as you have previously known it could be turned upside down and inside out. And in the end, if you keep an open mind, you just might gain a new perspective of life that will lead you to a new experience in living." Butterworth suggests that the starting point in spiritual realization is a right understanding of what some call God or the Almighty. And he offers one of the best definitions that God is a sphere whose center is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere. With this definition, you can't find an image that projects that. There's no good way of determining what that visualization is. Many of us have grown up with an image of an old man with a beard and robes, and just that imagery satisfies a portion of our population. But a sphere whose center is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere. Now, one of the reasons Butterworth appreciates this definition is that dissuades the mind from a tendency to image something, a sphere that's everywhere. If the center is everywhere, it must be where I am. Now, this implies the omnipresence of the divine. Omnipresence everywhere at all times. And if this is true, then I am one of those centers of God. For every point in this sphere, which is God, is bubbling forth with the infinite flow of life. God is not an absentee landlord ruling the universe. Rather, the God of our understanding is the one, the whole of things, the allness of which is in each of us, as we are eachness. We're all unique and different at the surface, but there are no others with the eachness that each one of us are. And yet we do not have existence outside of the whole. Our eachness can never be separated from the allness which is God. Unity teaches there is no separation. There is no separation. Now, Butterworth suggests that there are two basic views of life. We come into the world as empty creatures who go forth in life to be filled. Life is at any time the sum of what has happened to us and what we've been able to accumulate in wisdom or experience. And for most of us, that's what we've come to accept. The other definition is we come into the world as living souls of infinite possibility and potentiality to be discovered and released. For life is lived within out. That first view seems to be the most predominant view. The wisdom of the world, as we are essentially trained to think in life of getting an experience. You can go to Viator, you can go to TripAdvisor, you can go to any of these travel sites and book an experience. On a hike, a city tour, I am booking an experience. No matter what we desire or hunger for, we invariably look out there for fulfillment. We're reminded in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 6, when Paul writes, I remind you to rekindle the gift of God that is within you. Now, we might consider that we have a tendency to live from the outside in. Our life is determined by what happens around us or to us, as much as we'd like to admit that we don't. But when asked, how many times are we reluctant to answer or check our aches and pains, our mood, our experiences at the store, or what's happened in traffic when we are asked, how are you? Let me check the weather. What's my heart rate? Who just cut me off in traffic? Those are experiences that happened to you. Butterworth poses that the great truth taught by mystics of all ages is life is lived from within out. The whole of the universe is concentrated at the point of where you are. You are the universe expressing as you. You are the universe and the living enterprise with all of the resources available in the universe behind you, coming through you, and not just to you. He concludes by saying the most profound knowledge that each of us can attain is our entire existence flows from a universal process which is always lived within out. That's a concept. That's a radically different concept. Now, you might be asking yourself that here at Unity of Melbourne, we talk about our whys. Our why, and you said it just a few moments ago, we love and accept ourselves and others and heal our world. Now, this is all based on a concept posed by an organizational consultant guru named Simon Sinek. He developed a concept called the Golden Circle, and it involves why, how, what. You've learned our why, and Holly even mentioned the whats are below in a semicircle, or our hows rather are the semicircle. And what we do is the activities that feed into our hows and ultimately feed into our why we exist. if we look at Butterworth, our why is living from within, and our hows and whats are the outer, living within, out. I want to share just a few moments of that video, and what I'd like you to think about is how this applies in your own personal lives. Joseph?
As it turns out, there's a pattern. As it turns out, all the great and inspiring leaders and organizations in the world, whether it's Apple or Martin Luther King or the Wright brothers, they all think, act, and communicate the exact same way, and it's the complete opposite to everyone else. All I did was codify it. And it's probably the world's simplest idea. I call it the golden circle. Why, how, what? This little idea explains why some organizations and some leaders are able to inspire where others aren't. Let me define the terms really quickly. Every single person, every single organization on the planet knows what they do, 100%. Some know how they do it, whether you call it your differentiating value proposition or your proprietary process or your USP. But very, very few people or organizations know why they do what they do. And by why, I don't mean to make a profit. That's a result. It's always a result. By why, I mean what's your purpose? What's your cause? What's your belief? Why does your organization exist? Well, as a result, the way we think, the way we act, the way we communicate is from the outside in. It's obvious. We go from the clearest thing to the fuzziest thing. But the inspired leaders and the inspired organizations, regardless of their size, regardless of their industry, all think, act, and communicate from the inside out. Let me give you an example. I use Apple because they're easy to understand and everybody gets it. If Apple were like everyone else, a marketing message from them might sound like this. We make great computers. They're beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. Want to buy one? Meh. And that's how most of us communicate. That's how most marketing is done, that's how most sales is done, and that's how most of us communicate interpersonally. We say what we do, we say how we're different or how we're better, and we expect some sort of behavior, a purchase, a vote, something like that. Here's our new law firm. We have the best lawyers with the biggest clients. We have, we always perform for our clients, do business with us. Here's our new car. It gets great gas mileage. It has, leather seats. Buy our car. But it's uninspiring. Here's how Apple actually communicates. Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Want to buy one? Totally different, right? You're ready to buy a computer from me. All I did was reverse the order of the information. People don't buy what you do, people buy why you do it. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. This explains why every single person in this room is perfectly comfortable buying a computer from Apple. But we're also perfectly comfortable buying an MP3 player from Apple, or a phone from Apple, or a DVR from Apple. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. The goal is not to do business with everybody who needs what you have. The goal is to do business with people who believe what you believe. When we communicate from the inside out, we're talking directly to the part of the brain that controls behavior, and then we allow people to rationalize it with the tangible things we say and do. This is where gut decisions come from. Sometimes you can give somebody all the facts and figures, and they say, I know what all the facts and details say, but it just doesn't feel right. Why would we use that verb? It doesn't feel right. Because the part of the brain that controls decision-making doesn't control language. And the best we can muster up is, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Or sometimes you say you're leading with your heart or you're leading with your soul. Well, I hate to break it to you, those aren't other body parts controlling your behavior. It's all happening here in your limbic brain, the part of the brain that controls decision-making and not language. But if you don't know why you do what you do, and people respond to why you do what you do, then how will you ever get people to vote for you or buy something from you, or more importantly, be loyal and want to be a part of what it is that you do? Again, the goal is not just to sell people who need what you have. The goal is to sell to people who believe what you believe.
Several years ago, right after COVID, we actually came up with our why, following this model. And it was done by members of the congregation. Based on this idea, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. We love and accept ourselves and others and heal our world. How do we do this? How do we do this? Next slide, Joseph, please. The hows are we live authentically with patience, kindness, and integrity. The classes that we have. Next slide, please, Joseph. We inspire and support our spiritual evolution. That spiritual evolution are the activities that we do, the classes that Maggie has, the classes that Reverend Vernell has, Paulette Mason with the Saturday Cafe. Spiritual evolution. We listen and honor all voices. We listen and we honor all voices. We embody truth principles. It's not lip service, we embody them. Living in integrity, authentically. And we connect and collaborate with local organizations. These are some of the things that how we manifest loving and accepting ourselves and others and healing our world. Could we do more? Absolutely. A year ago, I hosted a couple of sessions before we moved about what we can do that manifests each of these hows. Beth Lambden, who was on the board at the time, was integral, along with Barbara, my wife, in capturing ideas and thoughts from those ideas from the congregation. I have them in my office. I meant to bring them out and share them with you, but I forgot. I'm not asking for suggestions today. I'm asking you to search your heart for how you are willing to support this ministry in manifesting our why. Remember, unity is not lip service. It is not lip service. We would like you as an ambassador for unity. And if not, that's okay too. That's okay too. This is a place where you can come and learn. Drink from that fountain of awareness. Drink from that fountain of a different concept. Drink from that fountain that is within out. We bless you on your spiritual journey, wherever that journey takes you. You found unity through some way. Stay as long as you want. This door is open to you. As Butterworth mentioned earlier, we are all unique and different at the surface, but there are no others with the eachness of me. Today, I wanted to share some of the foundational and fundamental unity teachings. I tried to include a little historical perspective on our why and how it came to be, which drives our how, which drives our what, that all feed into our why. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. We are all in some form and some capacity ambassadors of Unity of Melbourne. Whether we're members, whether we're congregants, whether we're in the virtual audience, I'm not asking you to buy anything. I'm not selling a program. I'm not selling this talk. I'm not selling these ideas. I'm inviting you to join me and others as part of this spiritual community to engage in activities, events, and in the process to create how loving ourselves and others and healing our world starts within and radiates out. God bless you.
All kinds of technical problems. Okay. Well, now we come to the time in our service when we celebrate the blessing of unity, the blessing of being together, and that was a wonderful, really inspiring talk. Thank you so much. And as ever, we bless and are so appreciative of all our musicians. You know, you can tell people they can just come here to have a concert. So, now is the time when we invite you to bring a donation and put it here in this basket, and then pick up an affirmation. Now, some people do this online, they do it in other ways. Even if you don't have a specific donation to put in that basket, we want you to bless that basket and pick an affirmation. That affirmation will be particularly what you're supposed to hear or read today. And if you're online, you can, there's a way for you to bring your donation that way. That should be up online. I always, you know, we always say that, and I always trust that's true. And I hope it is.
It is.
I'm sure it is.
Joseph's got it covered.
Okay, and if you're uncomfortable coming up to the front, there's also the same thing in the back of the sanctuary where you can leave a donation and also pick up an affirmation. So let us say our prosperity affirmation together as we do. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am grateful.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Nikki on the keys. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Nick on the drums today. Father, I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
I'm going to ask our board members right now, Kathy, Bob, and Pam, if you'd come up and as we bless the basket. Hold the basket, please, for me. That's fine. Heavenly Spirit, we bless and acknowledge these outward demonstrations of substance made manifest in our lives through divine mind. We commit ourselves to be stewards of these gifts in our efforts to support this ministry. We praise, bless, and are grateful from the awareness of the oneness within and the truth that our divine nature is always present and available. And so it is. Amen. Please be seated.
Okay, just a few announcements. And reminding you that in the foyer is the what wall, where you can check out the different offerings that we have here at Unity of Melbourne, different classes, and if you're any activities, and you can sign up there if you're interested in those things. And we again are participating in the back to school backpack drive, where there is listed there on that board the needed, I think that's where it's listed, needed school supplies. And if you can either get those specific things, or if you feel more comfortable, you can write a check for that, and somebody else will actually do the shopping. And there should also be a link for those online. Okay. And on Sunday, July 7th, the Big Red Bus will be outside our church in the parking lot from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. You can give the gift of life. In addition to what One Blood offers, we will give you a free Unity booklet if you do that. Okay, and Maggie Roche will begin her 5-week series, Cruising with the Cosmic Christ, on Tuesday mornings from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. here at Unity of Melbourne, and again on Wednesdays from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Starting July 23rd. This starts July 23rd and 24th. Registration is open, and a link is being posted online, or you can add your name and contact information on the I'm Interested card on the what wall and place it in the drop box. And Unity of Melbourne member Angela Victor created the charcoal drawing of our previous church location at 2401 North Harbor City Boulevard that hangs with other images of our church buildings from our history. Can you find in Angela's rendering all 12 powers as identified by Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore? If you don't know or remember them by memory, they're also listed on banners here in our sanctuary. Beautifully displayed here. The first 3 people to map out where each of the 12 powers are hidden and embedded in the drawing will win a $15 gift card from Panera. Has anyone done this yet? Anyone?
I have been told that one person has found it, and I'm going to be challenging them to show me next week.
Okay, all right, because
I got places to go, people to see this afternoon, so.
that's right.
I'm
Well,
gonna have to wait till next week.
it's Daddy Day. Okay. And right after today's service, we're having a monthly event, which is the potluck lunch, and we invite you to participate. And, you know, really, that's a wonderful time to share with each other. And, you know, that's one of the things I love about coming here is that our sharing afterwards. And even when we don't have the potluck, we always have coffee and some little thing to nibble. So it's just a great time to be with one another and kind of get to know each other, because you don't really get to know each other sitting here. It just rounds out the day beautifully, I think, and I always look forward to it. But we do, and we don't charge money for it per se, although we ask you, if you are able, to remember to feed the kitty. Your hospitality tips make it possible for us to have plates and flatware and water and coffee and cookies and cake and other snacks. So that just helps all of us. And of course, Unity is a place of prayer, with silent unity in continuous prayer for over 125 years. We have a dedicated space at the back of the sanctuary where you can pray with one of our prayer team after the service. And there are also prayer requests that are available also on the foyer, on the table in the foyer. If you'd like to be on our 2 times a month prayer call, add your name and contact information using a note card on the what wall. And I don't know, I always say this, but I love getting those calls. The only trick for me is to always answer it. But what am I saying? There's so many crazy calls we get these days, and I ignore so many of the calls that come in. But I'm always grateful when I get that call. And if I happen to not be home and it gets to be recorded on my voicemail, I'm even happier, because then I can check back with it. So I really encourage you to participate with that. And again, for those online, send us a note or message in the chat stream so we can contact you for your contact information. And now we are coming to the end of our service, and I ask for you all to say with me the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is.